Eyepa, and the crown today. Selection number 9. They say, yes, strike younger son. They say, Eyepa.
Into Edikaino, Gulf of Guinea Northern Regions Social Cohesion Project, no? A project by
Obi, Obe Kaya Nancy Muno. Nkomo bebre aba ekoso efa ekwanya from your friend extremism and terrorism.
Yes.
Eji him efa Sahel. Ane aboy pin ya bedu Burkina Faso. Ameno kase se wura border no so. Ewo yen ye border use wa if ufi boko mo ne ade kwa.
Yes.
To me as so.
Okay.
Now, what we say, I no, I say a free, a sort of neighbor, Sahel one, and a sunny.
Yes.
It's say a do baby na say, I know dear, no much peable machicacra, no me peable machicacra. Answer no be so to me, as sorry, I can say, me dear, my fit too. Now, me quack din someone, no. Let just only be a decay. There's a commodino. Normally, I'm bar, and I'm doing 1 CD, 2 CD, Beji, Nabrako, say, Bibi 2, I bear home, I bear home, a bush of 4 near there. And see, I buy this idea, say, see, to me, Pequa Bisona provided the basic local economy now, sir, communities in here.
Yes.
And put say, temptation, the bar, it's say, near me, a sense in here, it's a TSC and NT, or me to me, I will stand. Temptation.
Okay.
No credit. World Bank and so at the Bossia $150 million. Emma Ghana. We should put on record say a Bossia Ghana buying
a loan.
Aquacobo
$150 million loan.
The whole idea and say actually communities there. But embrace a woman times a woman. The threats and a risk of insurgency we need to speed up the development of these areas. Say they be economically viable. Now empo sa temptation about which way they I will stand it. Inti na mo be yan say be to me akopesi ke be to me dey side juma no. And I'm not so and na aban ensa car $150 million. And now it's for 48 districts. 48 districts in 5 regions.
Okay.
In 6 regions.
6.
The 5 northern regions plus 4 districts are a OT region. Now, districts now, you'd realize say predominantly no, these are districts are a band border. No. Now, in selecting the districts, no, it will be a friend of vulnerability and risk index. Until you will share how vulnerable they are.
Yes.
In terms of this, the infiltration of these insurgents, the risk level.
Okay.
We are what's the poverty level, what's the level of infrastructure? Okay. Some communities is there. So ne insurgents you can say at very high risk of receiving these insurgents and being exposed to them. And see, Oko Upper West region, Laura, Nandom, Sisala East, Wa West, Wa East, Wa Municipal, Lambusi, Drapa, Dafiamabusi, Isa District, Nadoli Kaliu, and Sisala West District. 11 MMD East. Oko Savannah, Solatuna Kaba, North Gonja, Bole District, Northeast Gonja, Omoye 4. Oko Northern Regional, 8. Sadarugu, Tamale, Tatale Sanguli District, Karaga District, Saboba, Yendi, Nanumba North, and Gushegu. Nafe Oko Oti Regional, Krachi East, Krachi West, and Kwanta North, and Kwanta South. Oko Upper East Regional, Omoye 15. Boko Municipal, Pusiga, Binduri, Bogatanga Municipal, Bongo East, Tampane District, Garu, Kasina Nankana East, Kasina Nankana West, Talensi, Bogatanga East District, Boko West District, Nabdam, Busa South, and Busa North. 15 DSA what upper is. Those upper is a door and that validates points and I mean make it say upper is what shall almost bang Burkina so far. Now for the what about Northeast region? Almost 6 MDAs. Bunkrugu, Yoyo that's one. East Mamprusi, West Mamprusi, Mamprugu, Mogdari, and at Tripoli district. Almost forming Northeast district.
Okay.
Now, so you'll be a name Ghana pa. We say I can say threat of infiltration of insurgency from Sahel. These actually are the districts. But we say omoye at risk pa. It's you realize how northern regions here. And yet northern region MMDs
and they count. Okay.
What it means is that after the assessment, you'd realize these are the ones that are at very high risk in terms of vulnerability and exposure to this insurgency. The next question is, what are the things that are required to ensure our communities they will be resilient enough? Resilient on the tree cry. Say to be drum on so Nempo says our threats and about to withstand it. They need a very strong local economy. They need here Enuma. Here if in the Enuma. Here near my bema on my brabo etumi akonkan ne tumpon. Se nipa na brabo konkan na etumpon a ebema se obi e de bibi bre no na ka se o de tempting akwa bibi a obetumi ejina no kakra. Enti sasika we no aban ade aba no aban achemu into component what chemu no de be different things. In fact, they di campaign and they say 75% of sasika we no aban de kwa provide the needed infrastructure for these communities. Infrastructure. 48 no 75%, that's about $84.3 million. And it's going directly into infrastructure.
Now, in if you look at the number of districts now.
No, I'd get into the figures.
Okay.
But basically what this is going to do is Nipanomu Yefu. If we know it's all to me a quite of a din you about the wedding.
Yes.
Or to me, Ubenya bibi eman inside day akwakona no. Into what do? You first of all have to be sure some more akwina a bit to me farm gate no about market no. But the biggest question is, or they didn't farm gate ni or market ana. Into yesa ope market bi so ye day esima no. Se na be ya okonefu nim no koye na dwuma na obetumi nya market or dey nuaba de be day ebe so. Na mpo obi pese obeto bi koton a esane se akwan ne ye papa. Esane se edwane ye papa nti wotumi eden akọ ebiem we fie fom na bana wenya edwa wenya kwan afa so enya edwa a auto ne nneoma wo so no yare bona eso tumi nya ayaresa bia papa bia healthcare proper healthcare ebetumi ahero nti part of the infrastructure no to provide the needed health facilities. Ebi wo ho a chips compound, ebi wo ho a labor wards, ebi wo ho a any form of health facility the community needs is going to go into it. We are Obi. You need to ensure you improve the literacy rate within the communities. The more literate they are, the more literate they are, the less vulnerable they are to some of these things. It's a same Kolanoko school. It's can be to me so I see a school dying, I'm on collide to me a day. I could be. I feel so baby na yemfu into omomuhia small earth dams and they are there to provide small irrigation interventions also between the be.
Okay.
Now fe wouldn't say sa niema ya abobosu nyina one of the key things are ehie nipedua bia eni nsuo. And you and I know when you go to the northern part of Ghana, access to potable water is a big challenge. Big investment from the Soko Fund also is to provide water to the people, and not just water, to make water accessible. Obi, so also be so improve productivity, which is one of the objectives of the project. So Obi so anopa. Na say Soko say nsuo, no the bedre, no the be ade ofie. Na say oben nante about 5-10 kilometers. And so what to mean in suo na dia befia. Obviously, it has a negative effect on the person's productivity for the day. Inti the water should be readily available and accessible to these communities. So these are some of the info no to be a trim. That is why the dam irrigation dams comes to play. Now to me I am phone kese another do mechanize it for them. No to me nya do say aba edwano so ayden aba beton. Until they are going to get support from the other component, which is the socio-economic investment, and only $22.5 million, and only is geared towards local economic development. We are looking at tools, startup kits. Obi woha we sueti or pay hair dryer baku mienu bi na wetumi dey certain ho onye bi. Obi wa we suya dressmaking. Obi wa kra mechanic adwuma no owie about 5 years ago. But onye tools dey kekekra no to be the idea. So this intervention is also going to go towards those people. Obi also ha opeso su adwuma. Enti they are going to go into apprenticeship and training. Ebi mo so kra ha oye adwuma dada. Nemo ope support kakra na adwuma na oye ne motuma ayeden. But as part of this investment is to provide LED na emnante no to be den akwa bi obi so atiase what happens there is that omo hwe ball no abrante bi wo be nansam nanani omo hwe den hu no ana ni student the buy no asesa esesa. That's where those conversations happen. And I say there are some people be I say you more community ni mu da but say na say no omo be frem. So people talk, people engage. We engender social interactions among the youth at such places. Social center be or how be kodamene your friend say ludu ni ade sisi ho and you know things that would ensure football galas or me to be the organizing youth pick whatever it is that will bring the young people together to interact obi that is also available for them to do. Now in ensuring that this project it becomes very effective what has happened is that there's a special purpose vehicle that has been established to be able to drive the implementation of this project. I know you're there. Because don't forget to say, when you're business as usual, there's a real and present danger. There's a threat. And we want to ensure, say, there yedisika way kwa and then actually yano a bit to me. Into local communities anymore, as we speak today, the districts have recruited who we call community facilitators. Community facilitators. 434 of them. District BIA will be. Several of them. 434 of them across the 48 districts. Abayam motorbikes. Omojuma say omodie. Only community no year juma boom to ensure that this project is implemented on the ground efficiently and effectively. Then at the same time, no community sensitization. It's omo ni namo. Omo tensem etiensem esanso ekansem. Yes remo na say no then the koso means mrante bia betena fie we mu ye nhye den hu mu yi na mo hwe na mo yem bibi so they are always interacting with the people and they are paid every month to ensure that these things are done. There's a project implementation unit a one kind. And a what zonal implementation unit and also what zones in him. Into Kotamale bi wo ho. Oko Damongo ebi wo ho. Oko Dambaya ebi wo ho. Oko Northeast ebi wo ho. Oko Upper West bebi ebi wo ho. There's an engineer there. Your zonal engineer, your zonal coordinator, your social safeguard, your LED specialist. They are all to help to ensure say the implementation of the project will be very, very efficient, effective.
Would that not be we wasting part of the money in building bureaucracies in here?
No, what it rather does is building a speed system to ensure say we deliver this critical projects on time and efficiently. That is what it means. Because you see, generally, all the district assemblies and all the local government service, they have their day-to-day mandate.
Yes.
But this is a critical activity that needs to be done in a special way, within a special timeline, to ensure that we fight off a threat. There was a name I know Kasi, and now I know Kasi. You don't know when insurgents are coming. And see, it is really important. Say there's a focused group that is working to ensure that this is delivered on time. It is not being done without the communities. In terms of Makacho said, there are community facilitators, and at the district level, 10 of the critical staff at the district level have also been trained. So that they are plugging in, and projects and also I'm making funds and resources available to the district assembly to coordinate the implementation of this project. But think about it. This year, Endra, the Omampeni Abedeche Dr. Mahmoud Bamia, a catisod for 582 projects. 582.
And that's also cool.
Yes, physical project. LED Numayo. Local economic development, the Anokramaye. We have 582 physical projects. So you can imagine. So it's very important, say, whilst technical people know what district level about their day-to-day activities no more boy implementing project they have a dedicated technical backstopping team almost to deliver it with speed and efficiency.
Is this an admission say in the 48 district not just assemblies now over the year, because we projects now we can even physical infrastructure projects. These are projects that was say assemblies need to make as part of their normal way admission say assemblies need share in these districts
obi and yes so much share but the enormity of the need there is no way assemblies no be to meet our need way within that space that you can want I'll give you an example.
Okay,
share BBT said Laura Municipal 4.6 million and I feel we on Saka project
from Soko
4.6 million this year. People, how much common fund that Laura Municipal averagely in a quarter? 250,000.
2.5 billion.
250,000. Yes, and to 250,000 times 4, which is a year, only 1 million average. Districts, Ghana, average. Only 1 million Ghana cedis
to do annum. Everything they have.
How much a 6-unit classroom block cost?
Yeah, saying
but number 1.2, 1.3.
It is no best swallow.
Want to mean see Bakumpo, one want to mean see one shakra want to mean see Bakumpo. So I just say one shakra want to mean see Bakumpo. And see, sometimes we need to also understand that in terms of delivery of development, it requires resources, and it depends on how much resource the community has. And
the argument has been made, Miracle said the capping policy is probably to blame for some amount a year.
Not necessarily. Obi, $150 million. Over the buy a cities one, do you know how much it is? Calculate it against your national budget. Can I say, it's a big deal, and we are talking about where Nukra is not solving all the problems there are in these communities. So our infrastructural gap, as soon vis-a-vis the resources available, Obi, it is huge. And don't forget, say, once you are trying to catch up with the infrastructure delivery, you also have to do replacement and repairs.
Yeah,
it is a big deal. And then again, we are talking about districts that, on their own, the local economy that is required before they will be able to generate internally generated funds to develop an air building. So I make what you say. A lot of them. I feel you discuss it. I feel you build. I feel no more boabo musicano. And the funny thing about Ghana, yeah, system no can say the urbanized areas, municipalities and metropolitans, omo communities kakrebi. I'm telling you, omo communities kakrebi. Rural districts ni mu na.
Communities ne doors.
Communities ne doors. Nisika because ne internally generated resources no e fam. Why? Because I feel now all building the local economy. But oba baby to say Adenta, oba baby to say Yawaso West, oba baby to say Accra Metropolitan Assembly. Omo kra na bia mo say no communities in the north no. Ono betumi raising more because he has a bigger local economy. Obetumi generate resources from it. So it's baby steps. So whilst we are waiting on these districts to get to that level, to be raising resources, building the needed infrastructure. No? There is an urgent need for government to put in place mechanisms like this to intervene. Especially this one, if we allow them, not say infiltration is here, and yet open effect in almost the effect is on the entire country, and so it's important. Say they are anchored to ensure that we build their resilience. No, then they can.
Remember, may I share? Because him say. My allocations to the various districts under this project, but the question that drops and it's we are in 2023 October next year election year. How do you convince Ghana for the way and another election winning tool be and a buyer kofaba will be implemented just for votes in the 5 northern regions?
We tell the Beyonce, she ana say kasa. The Beyonce ya mekacho say there is always time for the politics.
Yes.
And there is time for governance. And that when we get to the point of governance, we have to actually deal with governance. Now you do politics, near your politics. This is an example of that. So community ni mo niema koso. At the micro level, economy be you know, you're the macro economy, in one micro economy. At the micro level now, you're very close to the people. No, a lot of things are happening. This is not the only project going on across the country. It provided such critical interventions for the people. Let me put it on record. There are several of them, and until the MBBI I come and say, let's separate the issues. Ghana is not Accra, Kumasi, and Tema. Ghana soon. Dynamics need different. Maybe Chrome dynamics are completely different from Lada de Kotupon. Inti embre bia ye pese ye ka asem no. You can't in some macro level in area. We should come down to what is going on at the local level. This is a critical need. A idea here for the communities. And until na buying a designing project no. A 5-year project no. Sanka for political purposes and can be 1 year. Because you have a 12 next year, but it is 5 years. A project
5 years starting from when?
2022.
I shall say last year.
Yes, we project we are started this year.
In the last year, my project.
Last year, they are building all the architecture to anchor the project. Last year, November, and they started saying the trainings I've spoken about, community facilitators, community engagements. Don't forget, say the government just doesn't go and see ABC school there. There is a lot of community needs assessment done with the people. Now, yaje they are almost a year sempano yaje and no any day a project na ebe all those things have been going on. The training, the technical people, putting in place the architecture, putting in place the systems that would deliver the project. That is what has been done over the period. What happened yesterday is that contractors are on the 582 sites working.
Contractors were signed.
Sikano create the court district in that.
From SA 150 million.
Yeah, they called that, and then SA Laura for 4.6 million. Yeah, they come Laura.
Meaning, say Laura Assembly na be award the contract.
Yes. Omo award contract. Omo mutual contract. Omo they are said to say we had to train them. So the district assemblies advertised first of all omo community stream and community stream ko di nkomo e bi so mo say the aha no akwan no e say and omo prioritize projects no into community bi o the needed projects na be 15 and 20 but this year you bit 2 now you pick 2 prioritized projects assembly nankasa aye ho engineering nyamaneme nyina with support from the technical team now you putting it together to support them no we are assembly now advertise which they did in the daily graphic interested service providers nyina akobede omo award the contract and a project no e take you off enti as we speak omo prepare omo ho to select priority projects for 2024 omo we are they will advertise that one as well. Service providers will go and bid. Then they will select service providers. We hear Jumana now assembly need raise certificate. Now assembly now day it's your car. There is no funding challenge with this project because as we speak, the entire money is available in the accounts.
Account of the various assemblies. No?
2 levels. The money has been drawn to government. Government has transferred the 2023 portion once they deliver and then they start the 2024 portion, then it's also sent to them.
And for 5 years, no, 150 million a year for 5 years.
Yes. It's my more example. 2023, Laura, in 4.6 million.
Okay.
By 2024, they are getting 10.1 million Ghana cedis.
That is next year.
10,128,125. That's what they are using next year. Nobi, I can tell you, say, Opa, be your phone line and I've beside anybody in this country and say this street bang and in a year when you have 10 million Ghana cedis or the year project you don't have it, so it's a big deal for these districts, a game changer. And we are making where only the physical infrastructure component into this year and next year alone Laura is getting close to over 15 million Ghana cedis, 15 million Ghana cedis to deliver infrastructure. Mimi DMCU the entire 4 years I'm a DMC. Ukasika minya nyina say yemfa mbo ekapem nota and do $4 million.
$4 million.
Ghana cedis. The entire 4 years. The entire 4 years. But Laura is getting that 4 million no, in a year. So you can imagine how much relief. Anything andra ya na ankasa the overlord nankasa see film. No nankasa tutu ne na kokate sword. And he said it in his speech. Said it's a big deal. And the difference between Soko and any other you can think of is that the money has been sent to the districts and the money is available and sitting in the accounts of the districts. And see, when you in my project, no, in a security between and I abandon it is not possible. The money is there.
But so Osha, we in a Laura Municipal, for example, number of sub projects needed in 2023, no, 6.
Yeah.
And the allocation is 4.612 million Ghana cedis. But so number of projects is 21.
Yeah.
Almost my allocation is 4.590 million Ghana cedis.
Yeah.
Now the same amount, no, obi the 21 project, obi the 6 project.
Yeah, it all depends on the overbay. Obia in the project. Obi 6 unit classroom block. Nebo any 3 unit classroom block. Ebo nyepe. Into obi wo ha o 3 unit classroom block bi hinu. And I would the AC 6 unit classroom block back. Into it will amount to the same thing because the needs, you know, are different. Obi wo ha or the sika 4 kilometer road. So I just say, into obi wo ha the sika in the project back. So I just say, but we do the other 5, but no year project back. Into that tells you how community driven the project is. Into projects in your project, I can say, Munya 4 million to move and say, Debbie, I am more and some needs are communities in the one and our projects in the Kwako survey that problem. And see, this is clear example to show you say it is a community driven project. Laura 4, maybe a 3 unit classroom block, and a Nandom 4, a 2 unit classroom block. And see, Laura Bay Minu, Nandom Bay Miensa, based on what they are doing. Obidi or the decision in our cry, a certain critical road in that community. Obizo or ye and so 50. So I just say, or ye and so water systems on 50. Maybe I would do the chips compound me. It depends on the project.
But with the history as on mine, with how I assemblies and manage your friend is saying common fund there are quite assemblies neho you would find say one project na budget for projects no e be the same project 3 times 4 times how assemblies manage some of these funds no how are we sure say we na yetue gu on account mu dada no assemblies no will use them for the purpose for which the monies were transferred.
Obi, that's why you're setting up, if I say, technical backstopping. Into a buying a setting up a national project implementation unit, a zonal project implementation unit to ensure, say, once a mechanic and chechi muna opposite. I don't send Tiasiaba into
monitoring
Soku in the northern regions. Omo monitoring, supervision, engineers or safety people or BBAB or accountants crowd. Into more are to ensure say no more monitor no more making sure say sika na won saka no what the idea because be like we discussed earlier on no sa sika we no unkonya ne baby a wo me say common fund average 250,000 250 and what the say common fund is based on the total taxes I you know a percentage the record and obi for the records on common fund is not capped
for common fund
no it's not capped
district assembly
yes,
common
no
fund
it's not capped. It's not capped. Enti sa niama we nyina no should tell you say se kakrasi aba wonsemu a it's how to be adwuma. Like I said 4 years minya barely 4 million. In a year when you 4.6 million. It's how to me the year adwuma na communities do nya benefit. Eno nti na aban e de sa technical backstop na eden aba no to ensure say at every point in time monitoring and supervision no e close enough to take care of every gap that there will be. I can tell you say with the kind of systems and structures that have been put in place behind our Gulf of Guinea Northern Region social cohesion projects, the projects will be delivered quality job and timely at the same time. A very serious project too. And it's not man the children when do say yeah luncheon last year November no. On not the bell lunch you Vice President and Cousin bell lunch here. Andra yeah shortcut on also no be shortcut. And yesterday he said it at the function. Say along the line of implementation, or no, as the vice president will make sure say at every point in time he's following up on what is happening in every community and every district when it comes to the implementation. It shows how serious the project is to government and even to the nation as a whole. Because Obi, see, to me, I'm building resilience for some communities. No one to me, I'm withstanding infiltration that you issue. And there are a lot of technical things also around the implementation of the project. I'll give you an example. You will be a clustering system. On say, who run district in our communities and also. And see, to me, I say, may your community, may your project, ama community be at a time. So I just say, and see, strategically, even acquire first one, a site project, Crampono, it's being strategic when it comes to this Northern Region Soko project.
Yes.
Ube since your communities me and they close by. Back open a bit to me aye nsuo na yeden esim. Ade na wo fa nsuo ni nsi omo mfimfin kwanta nan bi so. Unim advantage e man in terms of the main objective of fighting insurgency. Anopa nkola mamefo ombeba pipe na no oma bebu nsuo obi unim so communities ni mu a eye pipe no na ya ansam pie pa. Pipe no na ye announcement. Pipe no na enra na dwo nkomo e course no nsem esi nyina ye ka. Enti ehwo no obi beka say eh na mo musa papa fo mi no wa betena sa ha no. Amu de mo mpie ewia, mo mpie ewia wa na dwo nkwa no mo pie. Sa na tie then people talk. And obi beba or the bucket abebu so we dey hu ne dawo. Because sometimes if you don't take care people mistake ote kojo krom we so ote kosi enkran enkwanta. Enti bad people will mix the community and you may not know. But because of this clustering system and the strategic position of this project, and mass social interactions and more to ensure say, or what will be any pabonier for be a framework, you be hunentem. At the same time, no community facilitators and so them are more up and down, engaging the people and hearing and picking what is going on. It is in the interest of the nation for us to succeed at this particular project. And nothing are buying at the all seriousness I see at the count. Okay.
Inti na oshe total way 48 MMDAs. Number of sub projects for 2023 this year 582. Allocation for this year 217 million. Okay, they 217.762 million.
Yeah.
Ghana cedis. Next year, the year 477 plus million Ghana cedis. Now, 2023 project, no, Yakate sword in October, our project, no, when are they expected to finish?
Obi, the data they analyzing the project beche pa no embro 8 months.
Embro 8 months.
The beche pa no acquire 8 to 9 months. A lot of them are going to be completed between 3 to 6 months. The actual pa no just about 8 to 9 months. And here be they be a story building be on be slab be near the otherwise because money sika no we no we duma no raise certificate
no
what do sika no akoto duma so that's all the money is there. Enti this year nyame ya duma na say bibia koyi latest by May next year there now your commission projects in and then 2024 there so by that time not 2024 there so I take you offer AB and also at various stage of completion and you realize that 2024 can a double 2023 so it means that a lot of these assemblies are going to have more projects next year. than they even had this year.
I think one other thing would be say social number of sub projects now to say Laura Municipal is 6 but we don't know the kind of project any location of the project maybe going forward no some of furnish here with those details
we'll share with you money now a very bulky because you are talking about individual lines of about 582 but it's available in see you don't know about every district community somewhere projects type of project BBA and you realize the ways we've been very transparent. I don't know if you've noticed it. Say values not they're top on you.
Yes,
district BR in the Sika BR and you see we are doing this so that the community will be part of the implementation. So I just say send the buyer say local government minister and ne ministers e kanya community no so nim say now boko yamam 5 million most of them 16 projects now so the community is part of the implementation of this project. Again, one other key feature of this project and so say there is a dedicated 15% of saved for the local people minimum. Mandatory
dedicated
mandatory no so we hear juma community no mo dia labor will be using 15% here.
Okay, I will say free
compulsory by force. When you sue free community no more SAS can will not come to you. As mandatory you must use them and nina a part of the local economic development because you need to empower people must be more productive and all of that. And I've already mentioned 434 community facilitators here abaya mo motorbike abaya mo sika friend say to omoka every month omoko round
and sika no free.
Yes. There's a portion of it that is dedicated towards the project coordination and implementation, and that is what that is being used for. There are people who have been recruited at the zonal level, more engineers, specialists, local economic development specialists, and they are there to make sure say what they need they are getting. They even understand what they need.
Because say Osha support to the various, I consider them as part of the stakeholders, and the support to various stakeholders, community facilitators said they work 48 MMDs more recruit you a training or more 655 motorbikes procured. Some of them are
community facilitators. And they can assemblies and also use to make movements around easy. Obi, we know a deep community projects. Inti when in project obe kwapem nota na wo ya wa doso obe kwapem nota wo ya wo intetia man any kentenkre you know so mu ha ewe chire enti motorbikes be board this assembly officers to be able to easily get to these communities and come back quickly and all of that. And
same for cars
vehicles no akọ for the zonal offices no enti Damongo office Tamale each office has about 3 or so of these vehicles. I think about 5 of these vehicles are more useful in the supervision of the implementation across the district. Wa Boga, Damongo, Tamale, Dambai, nyina vehicles ni bi. Say the beya almost be to me a supervisor. Comfort zone be to say northern zonal office now. You're responsible for the entire northern region plus even OT region. OT was satellite office. Inti your technical officers be are zonal office wa omu ni satellite office wa. And see that person should be able to get to OT and provide additional backstopping to the satellite office.
Tablets here for community facilitators.
Yes, community facilitators. No?
434 tablets for them.
Yes.
And then the bed
data gathering. Data gathering. Emma project. No? Because you see, like we are saying, some gather information. Provide feedback. Reporting any idea. And you also know say, labor na community labor no we are trying to make sure say electronic Dr. Mahmoud ba we ada roma nti enye say contractor say and am made ni pattern na ye adwuma wa bra bi on ni pa 5 na ye adwuma nti now has been digitalized with the utilization of some of these tablets into be adwuma na wa clock into pon wa yenim say wo ba adwuma nti contractor na ntumi metwa ntro say wa fa ni pattern when you say it happens a lot. Yes, if any possible, my 10 and say be enough for 5. We want to make sure say the community is benefiting, not just the infrastructure, but even the implementation of the project in the Kraampuno. The people are part of the implementation of the project.
Any megaphones, no,
community sensitization. Okay, I say me catch or say we are fighting against insurgency, and our community facilitators no. In addition to helping the community and helping the project implementation, sensitization. Yes, Remo. Mo hwe mo mani ko school a mo modern say mo be kire baby o mo mfa ene baby o mo memfa anye bia ye obi a wa betra mo mantem ha mo hye den hu ne da a mo hu ne ne ye mo hu bibi sa mo mfre sa no ma wei na mo mfa mo mbo amane e bia wo so obi a bewura mo community ni mu a onye familiar person na mo hu ne ne ye a mo mfa amane mbra insurgency ni ma ekoso wo Burkina yi se mo amani tua ade sa se mo amote se etututu ebu na se amekọ Obi me say when you are within Ghana, you can hear. Me na me catch us. Ura Ghana. Omo toto. Won say Burkina omo ba omo forest area ne ba your border no so.
Okay.
Omo said that be blasted. Someone so they are trying to fight off the insurgents. And you can hear it. Enti megaphones no omo eduma no to sensitize the community to understand the dangers of this insurgency, the threats, the need not to harbor and entertain a quiet say a fasona you make sure say one so sanyama we so unhu bibi a obeka bibi. That is what the community facilitators are doing, and I think it's a fantastic idea because we no omo work community nim omo no not yo onko baby a na dwuma no oba na oba mpesi a no park in the motorbike don't wait in koma no I can some kakra chere no wetie won so say one call the next place, and they do that every day.
So what here now or question yeah WhatsApp number is 0548 443-523 and share you're in Komoye Bebe, and then we zoom into our discussion segment 0548-443-523. Na foul messages nefas webre 0548-443-523. Yedin Komo afa Soko project no Dennis Miracles Abuaje Ewaha and no AD and Komo we say Obi, good afternoon. Please tell Dennis that capping of the common fund is the biggest challenge and the late release of the funds as well. Francis says, Obi, the common fund capping started in 2021. Please tell Dennis for me. Okay, Francis, dear, I don't know. We are still verifying enough. This one says, one of the needs theories says that deprivation of needs is the center of social insecurity. Therefore, the government should be commended for this social cohesion project. It will go a long way to tackle the basic needs of the people, which has the tendency to breed insecurity across the border towns, in particular, Okro Yeboa or Breman Benin, and Onodi Way, Abre Okro Yeboa, Yada Sepapa Obi. The Soko project embarked by the government in the northern part of Ghana is obviously a laudable initiative. We only pray the NPP stays in government to continue it before it turns into blah 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 Amino or in Sawem. We say Obi, this project miracle is falsely talking about how is the recruitment done? Can it be found in the Kpong Katamanso district? Because I'm jobless and I will be happy to be recruited. Ima u Kpong Katamanso ima went here. 48 districts in the regions 5 no Bon Catamanso and count.
B5 plus here. You money. You might go fire hot. Open the B5 plus. Open the common services here.
Well, so Obi, good evening. The late release of Common Fund is causing a lot of problems in the municipalities. Prince Ewokin Tampo. This one says, Obi, wonderful ideas. I have some ideas to share. Can I have Miracles' contact, or he can contact me? Obi, you remember I shared some ideas with the Minister of Agriculture when he came to your studios. Regards. Thank you, my brother. This one says that, Obi, good afternoon. I'm currently in Ghana, Community 25, Deftraco Estate, and he has some complaints about ECG. Okay, I'll get back to the complaints now. We say, Obi, good evening. I think Soko is a fantastic project. My question, however, is how will the facilitators be paid, and through which means? Kofi Ewo Dambai. Facilitators move to your saying through which means?
Electronic means, Obi.
Okay.
We say it will be okay. So we say we the tabletop.
To a moment.
Yeah, Sikabeko on the horse street.
Now say 1,000.
1,000 a month.
Every month.
1,000 a month. I say I'm on motorbike. I'm on fuel no more the eduma.
Motorbike no be fueled by
not the eduma.
Ninaka project in the cost now. Now how do you ensure so munko twindi?
Sentina your supervisors no. Once I maybe a friend saying project specialists on the Bobby social safeguard for at the district level. There are supervisors, there are monitors. There were MIS for our mobile to make sure that they are tracking a whole lot has been put in place. There may be brainer Abaye putting in place to make sure that this project would deliver as it were. But Obi, trust it. There are hands behind this project too. Obi. You see,
hands, man. I see your name hands, yeah. The name is Abaye project. Hands, man.
Obi, say Abaye do want to say sure. Obi, Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Honorable Dambuchi, Honorable Obi Amwa, Collison Team, Honorable Martin J. Mensa.
Okay.
Obi, this is what we need here. It will be rest assured, say they will deliver on behalf of government to ensure, say this project, and then all regional ministers, all metropolitan municipal district chief executives of 148 areas, and then the technical team that has been put together, and then 10 officers at the district assemblies that have been trained in Adenian. You can be rest assured, say the leadership is there to ensure that this project succeeds.
Miracle, my nurse fancy. Brano, as we continue to monitor, no, BBN was said. You see,
the friend is saying, let me be why I say it to be a correct answer.
Okay.
Common fund, it's not capped. Why? It's not capped. It was declared null and void. I think way back in 2019. And see, common fund is not capped. I think we should put it on record so that the people. And in any case, Obi, my card that I chose said, maybe MCU. Me say, me total common fund in 4 years. A kaka craving do 4 million. I don't know they can have it there. And our communities in some year one year come as a movie. Omo needs no doors the communities in the crowd are omo yam. The Ghana Sunday situation na district ohia kan pa no. Ono kwa no nis kakra. Ono so no hia niam pa ono na infrastructure gap no. Eso.
Yeah.
Until you only do these things to complement all other sources. So they be a best speedy up the development of the project. And I said earlier, I'm more another example, final one. Oko areas are in so good now. There are other projects. There were secondary cities. And also were 35 municipalities. 35 municipalities. Obi, so 35 municipalities, you know. But our secondary city. Baby to say, Oko, baby to say, Tafo. They are getting close to our 50 million for their secondary cities. 50 million Ghana cities, a municipal assembly. Someone said that. What's your marshal? It is when we are telling you that things are going on. When you go to Sunyani today, one Sunyani principal street,
yes.
When the pavement, when there was Sunyani, how the city center, it's from the secondary city projects. Doma is it Doma Central? Koshe lorry terminal, Nesi Hono. It's from the secondary city project. What can you have in South and saying?
That's Koforidia.
secondary city project. Lower Menya, as we speak, see a lot of their drainage system that was done between 2019 and 2021 was done from the secondary city. And then I say when you go to Jackson's Park, you'd realize it's been modernized.
Yeah.
It's from the secondary cities projects. Lower Menya for road how more pa a headache more no obi and then Lower Menya from the secondary cities projects, they are developing it. Kwabra East. Almighty Kwabra East.
Yes.
Menda oka say obi ma ho be 2-3 weeks Kwabra East. Some of their major roads are now headache mom through the secondary city project. They've been allocated close to about 90 million Ghana cedis. Omoduka projects. Obi me say you have macro level issues and there micro level issues. And me no so that's say about church mu a e na obi mu say niema e koso pa e wo my way. No doubt we have challenges with the macro economic indicators, but that has not in any way prevented government from developing the communities as we should. And this is evidence for
miracles in the attaining can see saying